So, hi guys, today Abby and I only had a really short time to get a photo shoot done, and it ended up in a multi-story car park, and actually turned out really well. We had about 40 minutes, and then we had to get her back because she had to go to work, and we just snapped away quickly, and sort of a quite a modern actual multi-story car park with some sort of quite industrial bits. Also things like this wire grating stuff worked really nicely. Shooting on the A7R3 and the 135 Sigma art lens f1.8, and really cool. EYE Auto Focus doing its thing, helping get the shots nice and easily and quickly, as we only had obviously a short period of time. As you can see here, the dynamic range is brilliant. I was using all natural light, but actually being in the multi-story car park, it kind of had these light boxes. As you can see here, the light was just coming in through different places, so we were utilising those. The one over there on the left was too harsh, so we were moving over into sort of the out of sun sort of areas, which the light was bouncing off other buildings and then casting into the car park. So the light was actually really soft. It was really nice. So we did really well there, and as you can see here, really cool shots, nice and simple. Then we went to the lift shaft, and got a couple of shots in the lift. I think we broke it as well, which was quite funny. Pushed the door button to keep it open, and it just didn't ever close. I eventually sent it back downstairs, but we basically had the lift as long as we liked. So here's one of the shots here. Just as you can see, I quite like it in black and white, but then it works well in colour as well. Nice and clear, and nice and sharp there, the colours. And there's just a little bit of light casting in from over the other side there on the steps. A nice wide angle step shot. This is done with a 35mm samyang lens, f1.4, and you can see looking up into the sort of the roof above, quite industrial sort of big beams of steel and things like that, which was quite cool. Lots of triangular shapes and things like that, which really worked. That lens is brilliant, really sharp, even wide open at f1.4, as you can see here. It's really cool and just works really nicely. And you know, I was probably about 6 feet away, so full body shot quite happily. Locks onto the eyes, no trouble at all. That door's just staying open. Just, yeah. Yeah. And here's one of the shots looking out the window, down sort of the high street, sort of where the shops are and stuff. Light casting in, but really nice. I'll show the windows were filthy dirty, but still works. Quite a nice shot there. And then this shot here, plenty of light casting in from behind, but also light coming in from the side. And this is actually cropped in. This is actually now probably about 600% crop in, so super sharp, really detailed image. This shot here is two white lines casting up the ramp, so it just basically kept cars apart from each other. But Abby put her hands on both lines. They sort of cast and bring you up to her. So it's quite a cool shot there. This shot here, looking over your shoulder, oh, there's a car coming, kind of feel to the shot. Even though a few people have said already that they think the car shouldn't be in the shot, but we're in a multi-story car park, so it kind of made sense to me. So it was just worth trying. This shot here, really cute kind of shot, just simple and just straightforward, you know, nice shot. The north side of the car park basically had this one window there, which you can see, and the light was bouncing off that building and straight into the where we were, but really sort of soft light, so it worked really nicely. So I'm basically going to shoot from quite a way away using the 135. I did have an 85mm on me, but I wanted to narrow the angle down, so it was basically just the window and the bricks either side, and the model in the middle. And as you can see there, miles and miles away, probably about 30 or 40 feet. EYE Auto Focus was still working quite happily, even though I was shooting into direct sort of light coming in through, and her face was in shadow as such, even though it wasn't. Worked really well, quite pleased with this shot. Simple, but really quite effective. We called it yellow, just because the barrier she was sitting on was bright yellow. And as you can see, the light casting in just helped, you know, she got a bit of light on the side of her face, in front of her, behind her, and the light was just wrapping around her. It worked really nicely. The next shot here, I just moved her to the right into the corner, and I went to the other side, and as you can see, in the photo in a second how lovely the light is, just bouncing through and just coming in onto her, just really, really soft and nice. Just shows you don't need lighting if you can use natural light, and it's a lovely daylight. So, and you're using sort of a location that really works, like a multi-story car park with windows and things like that. You can get away with a lot of things, makes life a lot easier, and also the photos work. And it's really pleased with the shot. Considering we had about 40 minutes, and that was that. Right, there's a really dirty window here, and this is where eye focus may come into its own. It has as well. Because that was just literally trying to focus on the dirt. So this one, the eye autofocus really comes into its own. It couldn't detect a face. It could only ever focus on the dirt, as you can see in this shot here. Just wouldn't get her eyes. Push the eye autofocus button, bam, straight onto her face. And it worked really, really well, as you can see here as we zoom in. I only took 2 shots, one without and one with, and it was bang on through the eyes. Ignored all the dirt there, and straight on her eyes. So just shows you how usable that is in certain situations. It really can make a difference, and just makes life a lot easier for you. That shot I couldn't actually even manual focus it, because the light coming from behind her was so bright that her face was actually silhouetted, so I couldn't actually see her eyes in shot anyway. So just makes a difference there. So anyway guys, hope that was a good little video for you. Any questions please ask below about the equipment I'm using, any sort of techniques you think you might like to know, or any suggestions. Please subscribe, please click the notification bell, and I shall see you soon.